Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, my group will present about concept and intercultural business communication in South Korea. Our lecturer name is Puaros Aini binti Ibrahim. Next slide. This is our member's name. My name is Muhammad Zikri Amri Ramli.
My name is Muhammad Nakib bin Jamal.
My name is Muhammad Luqman Hakim bin Hasnizam.
My name is Muhammad Hafzarul Shaz Hamir bin Muhammad Shimi.
And my name is Muhammad Akmal Hafiz bin Ahmad.
Okay. For this seminar program, I will inform the presenter. We present the subtopic that we will discuss in this slide. Okay. The first presenter is Zikri. We explain language, contextual difference, legal and ethical difference. Okay. The second presenter is Nakib. Will explain social difference. Okay. The third presenter is Man. Okay, me. We explain non-verbal difference. Okay. The fourth presenter is Zaro. We explain age difference and gender difference. Okay. And the last presenter is Hazi. We explain region difference and ability difference. Okay. Let's go to see the presentation about subtopic.
All right, Korean culture. Okay, next slide. Okay, I will start about Korean language. Hangul is the name of Korean alphabet. Although the spelling, alphabet, or vocabulary differ slightly between two countries, Korea is the official language of both South Korea and North Korean. Linguists believe the Korean language is a member of the Arctic family of language, which originated of Northern Asia. There are 5 major dialects in South Korea and 1 in North Korea. Despite different in the dialect, speakers from the different area can understand each other. The Korean alphabet is easy to learn, and Korean enjoy of the higher literacy rates in the world. Okay, next slide. All right, this is a sequence of number in Korean. Hana, Dul, Set, Net, Dasyat, Yosiat, Ilgup, Yodiol, Ahop, and Yol. All right, next slide. All right, contextual difference. South Korea is assumed to be a high context culture with the extensive share information and emphasis on relationship in doing business. The following study reported here tests the assumption and illustration similarity and difference between Korean and American writer is an attempt to document language a difference between high and low context societies. Data in the text study did not confirm the high or the low context future expected. South Korea text show more similar to the different from the American text, and the language future found suggest a more complex context situation than the higher and low context model may be able to accommodate. Next slide. Legal and ethical difference. Next. The country legal system is based on a civil law system. The president is elected every 5 years by popular vote, and prime minister is appointed by the president. South Korea is divided into the 9 provinces and has a total of 232 lower level government within a metropolitan city. The judicial system consists the Supreme Court, Appellate Court, and the Constitutional Court. All the cases are decided by the judge. As no jury system exists in the country, 14 Supreme Court justices are appointed by the president, and the Supreme Court is known as the court of the last resort. The Constitutional Court is the composed of the 9 justices, also appointed by the president. This court hears constitutional issue under the country constitution. The appellate court of court are comprised of 6 high court, 16 district court, and several specialized court. Next slide. Ethical in Korean workforce. The Korean business culture is fast-paced. However, this does not always equate to productivity. Regard protocol of reporting back to the supreme and other to observe hierarchy mean that tasks often involve a convoluted process that takes some time to complete. Furthermore, it's an effort to give face and favorable expression. The appearance of the presentation and enterprise are often judged over the substance of them, such as a disproportionate amount of time and often spent on making something look good instead of making a function well. Koreans have also been known to sometimes exaggerate their workload and give an expression to this diligence and dedication. Next. Right, next I will pass to Nakib to continue.
Thank you, Zikri. Now we continue in social differences. Okay, next. First, we have traditional clothing. Hanbok was the everyday dress of Koreans for the thousand of the year before the opening of country to the west, everywhere. But even urban dwelling commonly still wearing it on special occasions such as important family meeting, holiday, wedding, and funeral. Women's and girls' formal handbook consists for under grand mantle under a long skirt and short jacket, head clothing with a long tie. Men and boys jersey consists of the full legal pants and a long wide sleeve jacket. There are different handbooks for special occasions such as a wedding, baby's birthday, and 61st birthday celebration. Next. Now we go to the food. Food is important part of the Korean culture and identity. In this diet, for even a most westernized urban dwelling, traditional Korean goods which implies grains, specialized rice and fresh vegetable, continue to occupy a dominant role even amid the popular of pizza, hamburger, sushi, Chinese food, and other forging desserts. A Korean meal generally consists of the rice, soup, or stew, and number of desserts almost invariable among the kimchi or pickled vegetable. Next. Social differences. We continue to the song. Korean's popular music or K-pop immigrate as a international phenomena in 21st century and become a Seoul's Korean most visible culture exposed. Hip hop start reign was the foreign front of the movement. By 2005, he has expanded of the her significance success in the Korean market to dominate the popular music chart across East and Southeast Asia. Rapper PSY was the next breakout star to immigrate on international stage. He started his Gangnam Style was the global smash that to it cash beat an absolute music video that's almost billion of views on YouTube. Perhaps the most visible K-pop artists that we boy bands such as BTS, which combine elements for electronic dance music and hip hop with impeccable chronology and coordinates outfit. Next, this is example of Korean K-pop groups. We have PSY, Blackpink, Twice, and BTS. Next. Okay, now I will pass to next presenter, Luman.
Thank you, Naki. Now I proceed the next slide. Okay, non-verbal differences. Okay, next. Alright. Okay. Handshake. A slight bow followed by a handshake is the preferred way of greeting somebody in South Korea. More junior personnel will bow first to the senior college. South Korea prefer a shorter handshake, and during a handshake, you may support your right forearm with your left hand. Some senior South Korea consider your contact as rule, but that's not the norm. It's advisable to make direct eye contact when addressing South Korea business professional in order to show honesty and interest. A man greeting South Korea businesswoman should wait for the immediate and handshake, as some women prefer to bow interest. Okay. Never use your index finger to point at somebody. Okay, next slide. Okay, next slide. Handshake when businessmen meet. Okay, when Korean businessmen meet the opposite party, the will ensure to support when right forearm with the left hand in the order to show respect. Okay, like this, handshake when you meet.
Alright.
Okay, next, body language. Body language is an important way of showing respect towards somebody older or a more senior person in South Korea. Keeping your legs straight and your upper body in the sleep. Stop. Did not respect. Use both hand when giving or receiving anything, include business card that is as easy regard of colleagues. Okay, that's alphabet. Okay, next, before departing, the Korean businessman also bought to show satisfactory posture is important even while bowing. Bowing apart from a waist and not the neck. Okay, one bow by bending forward their upper body from the waist, standing straight with the neck closed. Okay, next slide. Alright, next, heart and mini love. Mini love and heart. Okay, okay, next slide. And last, two piece, seeing symbolize be happy and enjoyment. Peace, like this, happy and enjoyment. Okay, next slide. Okay, I will pass the next person to present.
Okay, thank you, Lokman. Okay, now I will continue about the age difference. Okay. Korean age. Korean age is a way that Korean calculate their age. It is always or 2 years more than your international age. Korean consider a year in the womb as counting towards their page. So everyone is 1 year at old at the birthday. Everyone get 1 year add to their current age on New Day. Here, an easy way to the think about it. Your current age will always be at least 1 year older than your international age. That's because current age adds 1 year because of the time you spend in the womb before being born, appro- approximately 1 year. Okay, next slide. Okay, in Korea, a newborn baby is considered 1 year old at the birth because the 9 months of pregnancy counts as part of the child's first year of life. Koreans also experience a collective birthday every Happy New Year as their current age count the number of years they have been alive during opposed to the length of time you have been alive for your actual birthday. You may not be until December, but you will still age up as soon as the Happy New Year arrives. Since current age can add 1 to the 2 years to your international age. All right, thank you. Thank you. The next slide. Okay, gender difference. Gender different. First, men. Men in the army. There is a distinct division in life between men and women in Korea. The biggest difference we will see between the two genders is the law that require all the men from age 20 to 24 to join the military for the 2 years. If they do not, they will face charge and the consequence of being sent to the jail. When a woman are not required to serve, however, they can choose to volunteer if they wish. All right, next slide. Okay, for women are traditionally responsible for household chores including cooking and cleaning. However, as time has processed, they are also taking larger roles outside of the home. The addition of working outside of the home has caused growing tension in some causes as women find themselves overburdened with responsibility. Women comprise over half of the labor force. However, they still remain below their male counterparts in status. Okay, now I will pass to Haziq for to continue the next point. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Daros. Okay, now I will continue to the religious difference. South Korea is a country where all the world's major religions, Christianity, Buddhism, Confucianism, and Islam, peaceful coexist with shamanism. Among them, Buddhism and Confucianism have been more influential than any other upon the life of the Korean people. And over half of the country's cultural heritage is related to the two religions. Since Buddhism arrived in Korea in 372, tens of thousands of temples have been built across the country. Adopted as the state ideology of the Joseon dynasty in years 1392 until 1910. Confucianism is more of a code of ethical conduct that emphasized the importance of loyalty, filial piety, and ancestor worship. Based on the concept of Confucianism, the Joseon dynasty established a code of conduct to settle the manners and custom of the people's life. It stresses the importance of Shang, the loyalty of the subject of their king, Theo filial, the obedience of children to their parents, and young duties between the husband and the wife. This is the data top religion in South Korea. You can see first is the most is atheist and second Christian and then Buddhism, folk religion, and the Muslim, Shinto are the religion, Confucian, Shaman, Hinduism, Jew, and Baha'i. This is the latest data in this year, 2021. Okay, now I go to the ability difference. First is a business card. Business cards are considered important and ritualistic in Korea. It is advisable to have one side printed in English and the other in Korean. Gift and receipt card with both hands is the Korean side uppermost for ease of reading. Take time to read and examine the card you are given. It is respectful. Okay. Then meeting. Organize your meeting ahead of time, giving plenty of notice. Arrive punctually and be prepared. And then the last is management. Korean business and personal life are based upon strict hierarchical structure. Confucianism supports the structure within the family and workplace. In South Korea, managers take a paternalistic role with employees and may be familiar with staff in a personal manner. This allows for a mutual respect and understanding, so do not be put off if asked question of personal nature. Okay, that's all from us. Thank you for your attention and listening. Assalamualaikum.
Okay. Thank you, Haziq, for the last explanation, the subtopic in this slide. Okay. Okay. In conclusion, South Korea is rich in inherent culture, so we must respect the culture. In addition, Korean culture also applies respect to more senior people, whether in public or at work. Therefore, we can take a reason from the language, contextual difference, legal and ethical difference, social, nonverbal, age, gender, region, and ability for of the Korean population and the Korean nation. Okay, for the closing of the seminar, okay, I would like to thank you to Zikri, Nakib, Lukman, Zaro, and Haziq for making this seminar a success. Okay, thank you for all.